It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Coming up next.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they have the pieces in place. They were a playoff team in 2022. What do you see for them this year?
You give this team full health throughout the season, and they have a chance to be not just a playoff team again, but beyond, because they'll scare the heck out of you on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, that's where they have to start playing a little bit better.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Monty Rice there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 23 yards on the play.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a throw ends on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, Cockrell holds it in left side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
What's the deal, y'all?
Tannehill now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 73 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot and out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
At the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Henry up the middle. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. The LA offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Taking it about the 36. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A 1st down carry for Henry. He stiff-arms him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Henry diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know in retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Room here to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Another powerful run and another workhorse season in the books for Henry. Let's take a peek at his numbers. He's led the NFL in carries and topped 1,500 yards for the 3rd time in 4 years. In addition, 5th straight year with double-digit touchdowns.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the rookie third rider from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Running left, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Tannehill to the sideline and connecting with Phillips. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard run. And they will take over 1st and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. That will they continue to do it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the option, here's Eckler. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Shifts by him, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Eckler again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown, Titans! Traylon Burks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Tannehill on first down. Over the middle, he has a control. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. This is caught. Well, it's a Titans touchdown. Chigacancro from 13 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 8. Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill throwing again. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to knock this one through, and with it, they have taken the lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Four seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level 1st half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Davis now to return it. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. He'll find Williams on the slant. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Touchdown, LA! 37 yards for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. see if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Tannehill. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shoves him away. They find some open field here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again, it's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
this defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They begin with Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Henry again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Allen's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer,
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They go option right on second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. He's got room at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. This pass finds its way to Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. With that last, now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Herbert on 1st down now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Eckler now between the tackles. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start.
Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged. And it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's ride already.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips.
Complete to Kyle Phillips. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
We need some attention. Let's get some up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
Complete to Kyle Phillips. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.